Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back to continue with my budgeting videos for the month of August. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I am filming this really late and I will be also filming my cash envelope stuffing. I was really debating if I still wanted to get that video up just because of how late it is and we are already into August. I am all moved in now, by the way, if you guys did not know. It's definitely been a struggle with uploading videos. If you guys are following me over on Instagram, then you guys know that I mentioned how I wasn't going to be getting internet up until Thursday. So all of my videos are a little bit delayed for this month. So just giving you a little heads up that even though I will be stuffing my cash dividers, I might have to end up taking out some of the change because of course I have made purchases by now, but I had the money all ready to go to stuff my cash dividers, and I don't know, everything has just definitely been crazy. I mentioned in my Instagram stories that I definitely underestimated the whole move. So I hope you guys don't mind, but I still, wanted to get all of this content up like I usually do, just so that you guys can either get an idea of how I like to set up things in my plum paper monthly, as well as just so you guys can see how I go about stuffing my cash dividers, as well as sinking funds system. So now for today's video, I'm going to be setting up my sinking funds spread. So I do have some leftover washi. Well, actually, let me do this floral one right here, and I have my sinking funds and transaction log kit. Of course, all of these stickers are, as always, from my shop, which I will link down below. And then I have my sinking fund system that I've shown for the past couple of months. I think this is like my second or third month using this, and they're just cash envelopes in this little, what is it called, like transparent little personal planner in here. So these are all of the sinking funds that I currently have in this system. I have not had a chance to, let's say, put cash envelopes like my car payment, where is it? Car payment in the online banking account that I have with Ally. It's just been really crazy, but I do definitely, I think, want to put both my car payment and maybe even my Christmas sinking fund into a high yield interest savings account online. Like you guys have mentioned, like you guys know, I'm not going to be using my car payment sinking fund that I have for emergencies anytime soon, unless there is an emergency. And the same thing goes with Christmas. I'm not going to be using it until December. So I might as well just have it there, have it accrue some interest here and there. So let's go ahead and start. I'm going to actually check where it is that I want to have my sinking funds spread be. I think I'm going to have both my weekly check-in pages here, and then I'll set it up here. So let's do sinking funds and transaction log. And so for this month, let me actually get my little notebook. I am actually adding 2 new sinking funds to the mix, and the reason being, well, one of them is going to be kind of like a rollover sinking fund, and then the second one is going to be for miscellaneous, which I've never really had in my budget, but I thought that it would be a good thing, especially for like household expenses that might end up coming up, just because of course with the whole move, there's a lot of things that I might not be accounting for, so I kind of want to be okay instead of having an unbudgeted expense. So let's go ahead and put that there. I'm using the floral washi this time, and let's put our fund header. So the fund header has a section to put, of course, your fund, the beginning amount, what you're adding, what you're subtracting at the end of the month, and your ending, how much you have left for the next month. As of now, I do know my beginning amounts. I still have yet to film my July budget results video, so make sure you stay tuned for that one. But essentially, the ending in there is my beginning for August. So the first sinking fund that I have, as you all know, is Adventures. And I did go on like 2 adventures, I believe, last month. So my beginning for this month is $56. This is a pen that I was having trouble with. Okay, so for this month, I am going to be adding $50 into this account. And then of course I'm not going to put anything for these because these I don't know up until the end of the month. Next, a new sinking fund category is going to be allowance. And I got this idea from the budgeting wife, Marissa, over here on YouTube. What she does is that she keeps her allowance money in a sinking funds, and although I really love that concept and just keeping it there just so that, let's say, if you don't end up using it up at the end of the month, you always have it there as a sinking fund, I do still want to put it in my monthly budget. And I think whatever it is that I have left over, I will then go ahead and add into my sinking fund. So for now, the beginning is going to be 0, of course, because it's a new one, but I'm not going to be adding anything. I'm going to leave this blank because you guys will see in my July budget results if I have any remaining allowance, and then I will go ahead and add that in here. So that I think should be coming. I think you guys will be able to see that in my week 1 check-in, just so you guys can see how it is that I'm going about it, but it still will very much be having that category in my monthly budget setup. So that is another category. Then we have birthdays, which I am debating if I want to change this from birthdays to just gifts. I might end up doing that in the future. For this, I am beginning with $40 and I will be adding $150. The reason I'm going to be adding so much this month is because this month is Paul's sister's birthday. He has 2 of them and their birthday is this month, so I definitely wanted to make sure to have a little bit more set aside to buy them a birthday present, because I feel like last year I never ended up buying them anything, so I feel really bad. And so I wanted to make sure to have enough for that, as well as I think I might have some money coming out of here for my grandpa's small quarantine birthday celebration they did for him in Peru. I don't think that should be too much, but I think with what I have, that should be able to cover all of that. So that is for birthdays. Then I have car insurance, which in the future, I think I might just end up bringing that over to my monthly budget, just because I'm most likely not going to be giving my dad cash since I don't live with my parents anymore, that it would just be a little bit easier to just transfer him the money. But for this month, I am going to stuff it, but I think maybe for September, I might just end up moving that over to my monthly budget. So for car insurance, I'm like choking here, guys. For car insurance, I am starting with $30, and I will be adding, as always, $200. Next, we have car maintenance, and I think I should be getting an oil change this month. Things were just crazy in July, so I wasn't able to get it in July, but I definitely have to get it in August. And so I am starting with $300. I've been saving this money for quite a few months, and I think I'm only just going to add $20 here. Perfect. Next is car payment. I think I missed something in that. Why? So car payment, as you guys know, I have $373, and this does not get anything because this is just in case of an emergency. I've been saying it for a couple of months now, but I was meaning to go to Peru in the month of July, and I definitely just wanted to have this here to be able to pay for my car payment in that month. So I just have this as an emergency car payment fund. So that doesn't get anything. And then we have Christmas, which I am so excited. I already know how much I'll have by December if I just keep putting the same amount that I've been putting. And I'm so happy with the amount that I set out for myself, just because I know that I'll have enough to buy, you know, everybody presents. And it just makes me happy and glad that I started my Christmas sinking fund as soon as I did. So far in the month of August, I am starting with $600 already towards Christmas, which is really exciting. And I think this should be good because I might end up getting like Christmas decorations for my new place out of here. So I'm really, really, really glad that I have that money. And then every month I am putting $150 in there. Perfect. Next is a clothing sinking fund, which this is like one of my favorite ones that I've added in the past couple of months. I am starting with $8, and I will be adding 75 as always. Next up is date night. And for date night, I am beginning with $85 and we'll be adding just $15 just to make it an even 100. I haven't really been using my date night sinking fund. I think I might have just bought Paul something last month, but I think I really wanted to make it a thing to, since we're living together and I'm basically cooking pretty much every weekday, to at least take some money out of here to maybe get some like takeout for like a Friday night or Saturday night. So I'll be sure to do that for this month. And then next up is entertainment. And for entertainment, I actually did spend some money last month. So for entertainment, I am beginning with $35. And so for this, I am going to be adding $30. Next is my medical sinking fund, and I just used pretty much all of it up. No, I still have like $60 because I got some new contacts. So you guys will be seeing that also in my July budget results video. And so for this month, I'm going to be adding $100. I think I had to pay, I think I've been having to go to the dentist to remove one more wisdom tooth. And I think I might have had another filling. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't been there in a while, but I know that I have to go back. So that's why I'm adding $100 more in there. And then a new sinking fund that I'll be adding for it this month is my miscellaneous fund, and that of course is beginning with 0, and I will just be adding $50. And like I mentioned, I'm not going to necessarily be taking this for like any purchases to cover an unbudgeted expense, but really more for like household things. I could have named this something different, but I think miscellaneous works out for me. So that is what I have there. Also, if you have a miscellaneous category in your sinking funds or in your monthly budget, I want to know what is it that you use it for? Like what counts as miscellaneous expenses for you? And then the last fund that I have here is of course my Peru trip fund, which I have no clue when I'll be able to use this, but so far I have saved up $1,150, and this is currently in an online savings account like I mentioned, so I'm not going to be stuffing this for today, but I will be adding $50, and I think I'm going to stop there because I think that $1,200 is enough for a trip to Peru, especially considering the fact that I've already got my plane ticket, and with everything going on, they have given me up until the 31st of December of this year to be able to choose my flight. So I think all in all it should be fine. I'm just gonna leave a line because I have so much space here, but I'm going to now total everything up. So I think moving forward, like I mentioned, I'm not going to be stuffing that anymore or adding money to that anymore up until I kind of at least have an idea of when it is that I'll be going to Peru. And I can focus, of course, on stuffing more of my other funds. And I think I definitely will. I have a lot of ideas going on in my head, but I'll let you guys know when it actually ends up happening. But let me go ahead and add up all of my beginning amounts. So we have 56, 40, 30, 300, 373, 600, 8, 85, 35, 60, and 1,150. Our beginning amount is $2,737. And then I will be adding, actually I'm not going to go ahead and add up, I'm gonna add it up, but I'm not gonna total it here just because I'm still missing whatever I have or don't have left over for allowance. But just so you guys can see that the number matches up to the amount that I budgeted for sinking funds in my August budget spread. Did I already add the 150? I hope so. Let's see, 30, 100, 50, and 50. There you go. So yes, $890 is what I budgeted for sinking funds. And now let's go ahead and move on to stuffing my sinking fund envelopes. Actually, I completely forgot that I have to set up my transaction log on this side. So let me just do that. Okay. We got a transaction log here. And the last header, which just has all that you would need for tracking your transactions. So you have your fund, the date that you made the purchase, the amount, and a little description section. And so I think that I'm trying to figure out what I want to use. I might just use this one right here. I think I'm gonna put it like right here. I have not had this many transactions, by the way, but I'm like so happy with the amount of pages that the plum paper planner comes with, because I'm able to do this on 2 pages. And I'm sure that if I still had my transaction log on the same page as my sinking funds spread, that I wouldn't have enough space. So I'm really happy. I still have a lot of room to grow out my sinking funds, and all in all, love this planner. So now let's go ahead and move on to stuffing my sinking funds. Okay, so I have all of the cash that I will be stuffing my sinking fund envelopes with. Now I'm going to just organize them. Get hundreds, 50s, 20s, 10s, and 5s right here. All right, so let's go ahead and start with Adventures. Adventures is going to get $50. So let me just add it in here. Allowance doesn't get anything. I should make an envelope for allowance, actually. Birthdays is going to get $150. So let's just take $150 for birthdays, which is right here. And this I will just put in the back. Car insurance is going to get $200. So car maintenance is going to get $20. Whoops, not 40, 20. So just add it in here. Card payment doesn't get anything. Really, I think we'll be putting this in the online banking like I mentioned. Then for Christmas, we are going to be adding $150. So let's just take, I'm trying to definitely stuff bigger bills as much as I can. In the past, I have changed, all of the change that I have in here. So now I have nothing but $100 bills. So I think this will definitely also go into the online banking. So I think I should have like 750. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 50. And that is all for Christmas, which is great. Next, I have clothing, which will be getting $75. So let's fix this. So 50, 70, and 5. And this I believe it has like a couple of, like $8 in there. Like so. We have date night, which will be getting $15. 10, 5 for date night. Let me actually arrange this. So now we have 50, 70, 80, 90, 5, and 100 for date night. So entertainment, which will be getting $30. So let's just get the 20 and a 10. And I think, I can put it in the front. So, And then the last cash envelope sinking fund that I have here with me is my medical one. I don't have one for miscellaneous. I will have to make one though. So let me just take the money and make sure to put it here that I have to make one for it. For medical, I'm going to be getting 100. And then I'm not sure why. Oh yeah. Okay, so I have two 50s left. One is going to miscellaneous and the other one should be going to my Peru trip. I guess I forgot to leave it in my account to just transfer it towards the banking, the online banking. So I will be sure to put this back into my bank, and then this will go towards a miscellaneous fund. Be sure to put those in the respective envelope or back to bank. So I'll leave that on the side, and that's going to be pretty much it for this video. I am all done stuffing my sinking funds for this month. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please, as always, do not forget to give it a huge thumbs up, as well as subscribe to my channel if you guys are not subscribed already, and hopefully I will get to see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.